Good evening, everybody. I'd like to welcome you to the November 13th, 2025 voting session of the Keystone Central School District Board of Directors. We're going to start the meeting off with a flag salute and a moment of silence.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, roll call, please.
Dr. Baldino,
Here.
Mr. Cannon,
Here.
Elling,
Present for the last time.
Mr. Johnson,
Here.
Mr. Knauff, Ms. Lynch,
Here.
Mr. Scaff,
Here.
Ms. Smith. Here. 7 members present.
Okay, thank you. At this time, I'd actually like to take a moment and thank all the veterans. As a veteran myself, I greatly appreciate everything that you do and you have done. So with that, let that go. Dr. Redmond?
I'd like to take just a moment and recognize we have 3 outgoing members of our board who have dedicated many, many years to supporting our school and supporting our community through their service at the board. Butch, who couldn't be here with us tonight, served on the board for 14 years, Roger for 12 years, and Tracy for 8 years. So thank you so much for all that you've done for our students and for our community. Can we have a round of applause for that?
Thank you. Okay. First up, Bucktail.
Sure.
Yeah.
Good evening. Last month, a lot of great things happened in sports for Bucktail. The tennis team had a record of 11-1. The varsity football team had a record of 1-8. Freshman Corbin Pence broke the record for most passing yards since the 2000s in varsity football. The yearbook class has been posting on Instagram and TikTok to promote students to purchase the first edition of Antler and Ink. The homecoming dance was held on Friday, September 26th. The dance tickets raised $354 for the class of 2026. The Flaming Foliage Followers were on Saturday, October 4th. Several students from Bucktail performed as well as people from different areas. The Flaming Foliage weekend went very well with Miss Bucktail Eva Sockman representing our school for the 76th Annual Flaming Foliage Festival. The Heiner Baton recently got a unanimous vote to be our new state fossil. Bucktail student government, the ecology class from last year, and community support members involved will be traveling to Harrisburg on November 18th. They will be watching the Senate vote on the bill for the final vote and be touring the state capitol. The PBIS Club held a campus-wide tailgate for October's Reward Day where the junior high and varsity athletes worked stations for the elementary school. The tennis team was in charge of the bounce house and the band showed elementary students a few football game tunes. For Halloween, Bucktail students were full on spirit. The Bucktail Marching Band marched in the Castanilla Halloween Parade. The Boys Booster Club held a trunk or treat at the high school, and students volunteered to help set up and decorate Heritage Park's annual haunted house. November 6th, the Laura and Evan Ransom had a Powerpuff game for their senior project. They raised almost $1,000 to support children with cystic fibrosis. On Tuesday, November 11th, the Bucktail campus was full of gratitude for our veterans past and present. The band played Armed Forces on Parade for the 11th hour. Miss Novak played taps, and McKenna Bisman sang the national anthem and performed the 11 drum beats. Miss Bucktail and the hostesses read about the history of United States of America's first flag. Erica Morton sang Take Me Home, Country Roads, and Robert and Linda Kelly, Aaron Kelly's parents, sang Hometown Heroes and God Bless the USA. Aaron Kelly was a veteran of the Army National Guard and was a guest speaker at the assembly. Thank you for your time and have a good rest of your evening.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Appreciated that. Okay. So, okay, next up, hearing of visitors. None? Okay, none. So let's move on to the Rob presentation. Mr. Barth?
All right. Thank you for having us here tonight. We have a few student groups to present. And the first group we would like to present is going to be our Champions Pre-K team. And some of those students are here with us tonight. And first, I would like to introduce Miss Alexa and Miss Emily, excuse me, who run our pre-K program. They are incredible educators, incredible human beings, and they run an outstanding program that is very much intertwined and a part of our school at Robb Elementary School. And a part of the Champions program is also our before and after school care. So they are instrumental in providing a tremendous amount of support for all of our students that need that kind of care at Robb. And when I'm having a bad day, I find myself heading down to pre-K because it's truly amazing. So I'd like to turn it over to Emily and Alexa and the pre-K friends that are here. I think they're going to need your help too. All right.
All right, thank you so much. I have some binders that I'm going to pass around to you guys. You can kind of see a little bit more about our program. All right, so thank you so much for having us. My name is Lexa Weissert. I am the site director with our Champions programs, so the pre-K and before and after school programs. Here are some of our friends from our pre-K program. I'm going to tell you a little bit about our program. Miss Emily is our lead teacher, so she will go into a lot of the curriculum we do. So a quick overview of our program is we believe in the importance of early childhood education. So we really love to team up with the Robb kindergarten teachers, including academically and socially and emotionally. When we talk to our kindergarten teachers, one of the big things is they love to know that students are able to sit on carpet, raise their hand, and have those self-help skills. So a lot of our curriculum, we provide that well-rounded education where we are focused on STEM and language arts and all of that, but we also have a huge focus on social emotional skills, and we believe that that helps mold those children to be able to go to elementary school and know how to act in the classroom. We believe that's really important. So I'm going to have Miss Emily here talk a little bit about our curriculum.
So our pre-K curriculum focuses on those foundational skills, getting us ready for kindergarten. Like Alexa said, we have a really good partnership with the Robb kindergarten teachers. They give us the things that they need, and we do our best to provide those things for them. And our curriculum each day contains definitely different STEM activities. We focus a lot on letter recognition, those letter sounds, number recognition, and counting. We also include sign language and Spanish into our curriculum. And we also, like Alexa said, focus on those social and emotional skills. So we're going to let our pre-K kids tell us something that they really like about pre-K.
Apples.
Apples? You like apples in pre-K? All right, Hazel, what's something you like about pre-K? What are some things that we do that you like to do?
Centers.
All right, say it loud and proud.
Centers.
Centers. Yep.
What's something you like about pre-K, Toby?
Centers.
You like centers? So these centers that they talked about, in the morning, as soon as they come in, they get signed in for the day. So they write their name. We have a letter and number of the week. So they'll write that, and then they'll tell us how they're feeling this morning. That kind of gives us a gauge of how we can base their day, and they answer a morning question. And then we start our morning centers, which it normally contains a craft, writing of letters, writing of numbers, something along the lines of that. And then there's always a free play center. And then they're able to do free play, we eat breakfast, and then we head to carpet. At carpet, we do calendar. We also are counting, we do the weather, and then we read some sort of story, which that story that we'll do, there is an activity at our mid-morning centers that has to go along with that. And then we also have a sensory table that they have access to once they complete those centers. So the centers are definitely a favorite for pre-Kers, but so yeah, that's a big, like I said, part of what we do. We focus on academic, but we also believe in the importance of friendship and those self-help skills. So one big thing we're going to work on this winter is learning how to put on our coats by ourselves and zip and button. So just all those skills that sometimes you might forget about, we definitely want to focus on in our pre-K program. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's pretty cool. Thank you, Pre-K. That was very brave of you to stand up here and speak. Next, we are going to have our S2S mentors. Come on up here. Come on up here. These students represent about how many are in right now? 26 mentors? Yeah. So we have 26 student mentors at Robb Elementary School. And these students represent the mentor end of that process. This was a program that was started by Mr. McCloskey, so I'm not going to stand here and speak about it in front of him. But I can't thank him enough and Mrs. Poppadines for their integral work with these kids. And I'm just really proud of these kids for what they do and how they support the climate and culture at Robb Elementary. So Mr. McCloskey is going to say a little bit about S2S, and then we're going to turn the mic over to you to share some information with the board, okay? You can say whatever you want, girl.
All right. Good evening, everybody. Thank you, first of all, for letting our Robb kiddos feel seen, heard, and loved this evening. And if you haven't heard it yet, that's what it's all about, making everyone feel seen, heard, loved, okay? And about 3 years ago, we had a really strong group of fourth graders, and we looked at their ODR counts. Everything was very low, very respectful group. And then we kind of said, why didn't we get that out into the school more? We need to show that kind of example that we have. The best resources we have are in our schools. So we started to ask our third grade teachers to select some responsible third graders to be mentors. S2S stands for student to student mentoring. And each of these third graders, 26 total right now, has one partner in either kindergarten, first or second grade. Every morning, they walk down the hallway responsibly on their own, and they check in with that partner. About 4 or 5 minutes total. They ask them how they'd rate their day. They ask them what they're looking forward to, anything they're worried about, things like that. Work on a secret handshake sometimes, a lot of fun. It's really honestly neat just to watch, just to stand there and watch. At one point last year, I think our last round of S2S, we had 39 third graders, so 78 students in the hallway feeling seen, heard, and loved by each other. So it was really cool. And that's what they're here to talk to you today about, how it impacts them, someone to look forward to. And again, they're doing it on their own, being that mentor. So would you like to speak about S2S?
Hello, my name is Ivy Kay, and I am in third grade at Robb Elementary School. My teacher's name is Mrs. Veltri, and I am a mentor in our student-to-student mentoring program at Robb Elementary School. The best part of being a mentor in our program is I like to hear how creative my S2S partner can be with the answers to the questions that I ask her. This responsibility has taught me how to listen to others better and become a stronger leader. Thank you for providing this program to help students. Hello, my name is. Hello.
Two power claps, ready?
Really loud. Hello, my name is Iris, and I'm in third grade at Robb Elementary School. My teacher is Miss Fudgy, and I am a mentor in our S2S S2S mentoring program. Is the best part of being a mentor is talking and making up a handshake. I get to be there for him and ask him how his day is going. He always picks 5. This responsibility has taught me to help kids be themselves, help them be happy, and say how they feel. Thank you for taking your time to be here and listen to us and our speeches. Have a good evening. Hello, my name is Talia, and I am in third grade at Robb Elementary School. My teacher is Miss Feltry, and I am a mentor in our student-to-student mentoring program at Robb Elementary School. The best part of being a mentor in our program is knowing that my partner is at school when I have bad days. This responsibility has taught me to be at school every day to check in with my partner because she is really, really nice and counting on me. Thank you for listening and making me feel seen, heard, and loved. Hello, my name is Ronan, and I'm in third grade at Robb Elementary. My teacher is Mrs. Knauff, and I am a mentor in our student-to-student mentoring program at Robb Elementary. The best part of being a mentor in our program is asking them questions and getting to know them. This responsibility is taught me to help kids be themselves and help them feel happy. Thank you for letting me talk today. I'm thankful for all my teachers and friends at Robb Elementary. Hello, my name is Ivy Gordon, and I am in third grade in Robb Elementary School. My teacher is Miss Knauff, and I am a mentor in our student-to-student mentors program at Robb Elementary School. The best part of being a mentor in our program is I like to see my partner and see how my partner is doing. Was he silly? This responsibility was taught me kindness matters and taught me responsibility of being a mentor. Thank you for being kind and letting me be a mentor.
Hello, my name is Oliver and I'm in third grade at Robb Elementary School. My teacher is Mrs. Knauff and I'm a mentor in our student-to-student mentoring program at Robb Elementary School. The best part of being a mentor in our program is asking them questions and seeing how their day was and getting to know them. This responsibility has taught me how to communicate and how to help them have a great day and how to be a good role model. Thank you for letting me do this program and all the other programs.
So one other thing I think we definitely can tell, they're 8, 9 years old, and the confidence that this also has helped them with being the leader for a young student, standing up here in front of everybody to speak. You guys did a fantastic job, so thank you very much. Also happy to report that our S2S program is now spreading. It is running up at Liberty Curtin right now, and this morning Ms. Popadine started at Woodward Elementary. So we are spreading it throughout the district here, and great job, guys. Thanks for setting a great example.
Thank you very much. And they did a great job of representing what happens at Robb Elementary School on a daily basis. Just a couple other things I wanted to bring up, and I will keep things moving here because I'm sure you have a jammed agenda. We're really proud of the collaboration efforts that take place at Robb Elementary School with our community. One of those recent programs is the BUG program with the Lock Haven Kiwanis. Stands for Bringing Up Grades, and we go over and collaborate with their club on Thursdays. one Thursday a month, and it's been a great experience. We have 7, 8, 9 student teacher participators from Lock Haven University, Commonwealth University, and one from Penn State University currently at our school. They've been a great addition, really embraced what's going on there. And every single day I ask them, you still want to be a teacher? They said, absolutely. So we're proud of what we're doing there, and we appreciate the partnership with those schools. The new Love Center, I want to thank Holly Beaver. She has partnered with us at Robb Elementary School, and Lisa Bodorf, who is an occupational therapist at Robb. She's created a care closet at our school that provides clothing, shoes, hygiene products, and with the partnership with the new Love Center, we have snacks for all students whenever they need them. There's no questions asked, why are you taking this, where are you taking it? If you need it, you take it, and our staff has embraced that as well. So we can't thank Holly and Lisa enough for that. Our Title I Family Night was a success on October 27th. Thank you to our reading interventionist, our instructional coach, our facilitators for sharing reading tips, interventions, and behavioral tips with families that showed up that night. We had a successful First Responders Day on October 28th, and Robb Elementary really appreciates the support we get from our first responders. So it was nice to be able to recognize them on the 28th at school. They do so much for our community. Veterans Day was a success as well. We were able to honor and recognize about 45 veterans on Veterans Day. The program was really inspiring. The kids all performed, and it was just a wonderful day. The veterans were very grateful when they left, and they thanked us extensively for honoring them that day. Munchkin Monday is something we do at Robb and try to incentivize attendance. So each grade level, whoever has the best attendance for the week, they get Munchkins on Monday, the following Monday. So whatever class has the highest percentage of attendance, Dunkin' Donuts has partnered with us to provide free Munchkins for the students, and we celebrate that on Monday and give them a big shout out on the morning announcements. Speaking of attendance, our average student daily attendance is at 95%. 4 years ago, our attendance was 78%. So our attendance is up significantly, and I credit that to the culture of our building. The staff that's there do a tremendous job of creating, I call it FOMO, fear of missing out. So our kids fear missing out at school, and that's what we want to create there, and I'm proud of that. Our beginning of the year, and also with that, our staff attendance is phenomenal. Our staff show up, they're committed, they do tremendous things day in and day out, and their work's not easy, but they continue to show up, and we're extremely proud of our staff at Robb. Our kindergarten data for the beginning of the year is the highest it's ever been since in the last 5 years. Our kindergartners came in at 52% at benchmark in ELA to start the year and 58% at math. Previous years looked something along the lines of 23 to 24% to start the year. So we're really excited about the foundational start that they have going into the year. First grade and second grade have also come back at the highest levels they've ever been before to start the year in ELA and math. So it's a credit to what we've been working on the last 3 to 4 years with our MTSS process, our curriculum supports, our programming, and our resources that we have. So really excited about where we're going with that. As a result of that, we were just recognized by Patton, the Pennsylvania Training and Technical Assistance Network, and I'll just read this from them. Congratulations, the Department of Education, Bureau of Special Education, and the Pennsylvania Training and Technical Assistant Network are very excited to welcome Robb Elementary School in the Keystone Central School District to participate in a multi-year effort to build and sustain integrated multi-tiered systems of support. This systemic customized support endeavor will be a collaboration between your district and building, intermediate unit partners, Patton, and national experts. So basically, Robb Elementary is one of 12 schools in the state of Pennsylvania that's going to work with Patton to develop the IMTSS framework that we shared out across the Commonwealth at the end of this 3-year partnership.
Sorry, I missed. When did that start? Who started it?
The MTSS process, the IMTSS process, has been something that the district team has been working on for many years. They've added the I to it to be integrated to include behavioral, emotional, and academics, all in that umbrella. And how can we integrate those supports to better support our students? So Dr. Hall has been instrumental in that work, and it's just a continuation of those efforts. So that has been an ongoing thing. But as far as the partnership to build this framework, that is just, we just had a kickoff meeting on November 3rd. So it's just recent. Yeah. All right. And upcoming events. Something that we got coming to look forward to, we do Special Persons Day at Robb Elementary, recognizing that not every student has a grandparent. It's traditionally been Grandparents' Day. Special Person Day is, hey, whoever two of your favorite people are in your life, bring them to school. We're going to hang out for a little bit, do some activities, visit the book fair. November Coffee and Conversations on November 19th. It's at 11 o'clock. Every third Wednesday of the month, our doors open, not literally, you have to buzz in to come in. And we open that to anybody in the public that wants to come in and talk about what's going on at Robb Elementary School. Our holiday concert is going to be downtown Lock Haven at 5:30, starting at 5:30 on December 12th. It's in the Main Street parking lot on Main Street, and we encourage you to come out. There'll be lots more coming out about that. January, we do a hair fair and wellness day where the dental clinic's there. We have about 8 to 10 barbers and beauticians that give free haircuts to kids. We typically give away coats and that kind of thing at that event as well. So that's coming up in January. And then the mobile dentist will come through on February 6th, and we'll see roughly 100 to 150 kids in our school and provide dental care that they may not otherwise receive. So a lot of great things are happening. I please encourage you to follow us on Facebook at Robb Elementary School KCSD to see all the things that are happening. I could talk for another 4 hours. I'm going to stop. But thank you for having us tonight. And again, I can't thank our students, families, and staff enough for making Robb such an incredible place. So thank you.
Mr. Barth, I think that's the first you've ever cut yourself.
Yeah,
short.
I'm sorry.
You know.
Mind our kiddos can.
No,
Chat?
that's.
Nope,
that's-
absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Have a safe trip.
I don't know why they're calling her Miss Emily. She just got married a week ago. Should be Mrs. Emily. Remind me to tell you a story about her with a ghost.
All right.
You will love
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
My kids with my church call her Mr. It's the only way they know her.
Thanks,
Yeah,
everybody.
I'm sorry, we
Oh.
have one pre-K friend who come late who really wants to share.
Oh,
something.
please.
Okay,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Absolutely.
Take your time.
That's okay, so.
Yeah, let them talk.
Okay. Well, we can give her a round of applause.
Thank you for showing up.
She said she loves carpet time the most.
Oh.
Aw.
Someone tired.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for coming.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you. Good evening.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
No, we're sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, next up, we have the summer program presentation. Mr. Lynch?
Thank you. Good evening. I'm going to give you an overview of the summer park program from 2025 and where we stood and how we did. First of all, it's open from students for 5 to 12 in the Keystone Central School District. Kids can choose what park they want to go to. We have 7 locations. There's 2 instructors at each park. They get water, snacks, and then we have a variety of games, crafts, free play, special visitors, and learning opportunities that we do with the students. Here's your 7 locations: Mill Hall, Woolwich, Piper Harmon, Jack Bailey, Renova, North Bend, and Castanea. We had to switch that around this year because there is a park in Lock Haven, 1 or 2 that were under construction. So we had to flip some things around. Park attendance, Mill Hall at 46. Woolwich only had 2. Renova, 16th Street at 36. North Bend, 25. Castanea, 14 registered. Jack Bailey at 39. And Piper Harmon had 2, but in the middle of that, we had somebody that took another job somewhere else. So we decided, since there was 2, there was other parks in Lock Haven that were close, we could just move those students to other parks. Why you see 2 at Woolwich is it's not as easy it's outlying, so it's not as easy just to move them to another park. Special visitors for the year was Hay Smith 4-H, North Bend 4-H. We had several local fire companies and the Clinton County Fair Queen. Cool. Donations for 25, we had 18 donations from area businesses and community members valuing $2,800. Clinton County Community Foundation granted $2,500 for a combined total of $5,300 in donations. There was 14 instructors, 1 floating staff for if somebody was on vacation or somebody wasn't there, we moved people around. I said 1 had left in the middle of June, so we moved the parks around. And there's 1 program supervisor that goes out. The budget that was passed was for $60,000. Donations were $5,300, so we had a total of $65,300 to start. We spent $38,506.85, and the remaining balance of that budget was a positive $21,493.15. So we were under budget.
Awesome.
Is there any questions?
Kurt, the numbers you read off and what we're seeing here is showed registered attendees, but was that actual that showed up or?
You could have more because if, say, you have a cousin that came to your house for a week on vacation, they could have
Right.
brought that person.
Okay,
So they would have put them as a guest.
all
So the
right,
registered we asked them to fill out a card in case there's an emergency. They're registered attendees.
okay,
So you could almost say they're there every day.
okay, that's
unless
why I
they
was
would go
curious if
somewhere.
they really showed up or
Yep.
not.
Yeah, they're usually the ones that you see every day and we have
Okay.
something on file in case something would happen.
Cool.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you.
Appreciate
Good
it.
job.
Yep.
Yeah. This is great.
Okay.
If I could, just real quick on that note,
Go ahead.
in the spring, we'll come to you again and ask for funding for next year's summer program. So we'll probably keep the funding about the same, knowing that we're gonna again seek for donations, but we kind of went through that last year. We talked about where the funding came from and how did we
Right.
become the owners, and as it turns out, we've always been the owners of it. So we would like to continue it. We think the community benefits from it. We certainly see the impact on the kids when we're there at the park. So
I agree.
All right.
And hide that $21,000 someplace.
Yeah,
don't spend
it. All right, next up, committee reports, policy committee.
We met yesterday. We went through quite a few things between ARs and BOGs and the main diabetes management policy. And it was pretty good. We changed 1 or 2 words here and there, and that was it. We held policy 915. We're going to have a meeting, I believe it's on the 27th. Let me double check here.
it's 24th.
24th.
Yeah.
And what we're gonna do is invite the PTO leaders. There's 1 principal at each school that takes care of their PTO. We're gonna have them come in along with the parent PTO people so that we can get everybody on the same page as close as we can for PTO boosters, all that, because everybody's kind of going their own direction and doing all kinds of things, and we want to kind of get everybody on the same page with PSBA updates and all that mess. That's it.
All right. Very good. Okay, at this point, Ms. Smith,
I'd like to make a motion to pass or to move F1 through 6, except for any items removed for separate consideration.
okay, I have a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, a motion and a second. Anybody have anything? Go ahead, Elizabeth.
Yes, item. Oh, it's not here now. It was this
Yeah,
morning.
there was a lot of stuff that got
There's
changed
a
around.
couple of things. I sent out an email earlier today. about that.
Yes,
Okay,
that
just
some
please,
things were
just-
removed.
Thank you. Just, if you just give me a minute, 'cause I'm going by what I printed this morning, so, oh, yes, okay, I'll go by this number. F5 is the Liberty Curtain Elementary Concrete, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, okay, thank you.
You'd like that removed?
Yes, please.
Okay. Anybody else have anything?
Oh, gosh.
I was gonna ask for F6, but that's now F5 also, so
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
okay. All right, well. With that. We have a motion and a second to move 1 through 6 except for 5. All right, can we get a roll call vote on this one, please?
Dr. Baldino?
Yes.
Mr. Cannon?
Come on. Yes.
Mr. Elling?
Yes.
Mr. Johnson?
Yes.
Mr. Knauff? Ms. Lynch?
Yes,
Mr. Scott?
Yeah,
Ms. Smith? Yes. 7 members, yes.
Okay,
I move we pass F5, Liberty Curtain, sidewalk.
okay. I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Discussion. Chris?
with the notice from Low Bar, that we can't put a tractor on the sidewalks or the concrete to plow snow, and we can't use chemicals on it, how are we going to make that concrete safe for everybody?
So we would use some of our smaller pieces of equipment like we do on sidewalks here. This doesn't hamper us at all in terms of being able to clear snow, because we will continue working just like we do in all of other schools. This was just a move by Low Bar to remove their liability if something were to happen to the concrete. We're gonna be treating that concrete like we do in every other building because it's the same material.
Okay, because they had said it, is there any warranty at all on that or anything? Because they had said it voids it.
Correct.
And my other question is, why wasn't that discussed before the fact and not after?
I can't speak to that. I'm not sure why we didn't know about it until after the fact.
All
I mean,
right,
it
because it
just- it hasn't
concerned me,
come up.
they said anything to melt ice in that would void it, and we can't use heavy equipment on it, tractors, plows, whatever. So I was just concerned about it because are we gonna destroy it?
We haven't destroyed any of the concrete anywhere else. I mean, there's of course, it wears down over
Age.
time,
Right.
right? And so we
Concrete
figured
does.
that if we were to try to do some other version like hand shoveling, it would cost us so much more than it would the cost
I've
of.
just never, ever heard of something like this.
As I understand it, it's a growing practice in the concrete contracting business.
Okay,
Thanks.
Okay.
Roger, this is an informational item, so I don't think it really
Yeah,
needs.
it-
to be
Yeah.
voted,
it doesn't
so,
need a vote. That's
Okay.
correct.
no.
All right, go ahead, Elizabeth.
thank you. Well, this is gonna segue into, my comment will segue into, let me make sure it's the same number. I believe it's H5,
Okay,
so,
could you wait until H5 to bring that up?
yes, well, I just wanted to bring attention that when I talk about H5, I'll also be talking about F5.
Okay,
Okay.
all
Thank
right. Okay. Motion a second, all in favor? Say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Next,
Make a motion to move G1 through 6.
second.
okay, I have a motion and a second. Discussion? All right. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
We'll just do these one by one. Make a motion to pass H1 bills for payment.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Discussion? Go ahead, Chris.
I sent out a list on Monday morning asking some questions about things on the bills. I've still not got a response back on them.
Do you want me to comment on that? I will, I have it on my list to do.
Okay.
This week was the annual financial report that was due and budget changes. So just wasn't going to happen this week, but I will have it for you early next week.
Okay, well, one of the big questions I had was on page 12, there was the 4 entries on Utica National Insurance. Isn't that what we voted on here at the very top of the F1 tonight? Is it
Yes, that
the
was
same?
part of the renewal.
Okay, so we voted to renew it tonight, but it's already been paid, or?
So if you remember David Lindsay's discussion regarding what really qualifies for bills for payment, one of those things that can be paid for through the business manager's approval is utilities. Anything in a contract, supplies under the 18.9, I think it was, and any kind of utilities. That's per school code, and that was what he had discussed last week.
Okay. And the other thing that I had was, I noticed Property Services wrote everything under blanket PO. And that's just unacceptable. We have a right to know what's being bought.
And you can. The reason for blanket POs is we do those at Lowe's and all the local stores.
I've
That way,
never
when
seen
they
that
go
before.
there, I'm sorry,
Never seen that before.
we've done that for 20 years. We've had blanket
Never seen
purchase
it in
orders.
2 years, or I'd asked it.
We've had them. We always have them. Property Service actually creates the purchase orders at July 1st for the whole year.
Okay. That's all I had on it.
Okay. Elizabeth?
My question is, this is informational, correct? I mean, we don't make a motion and pass it. Isn't that correct, or am I wrong? This is just informational.
We need to go through a process of fixing this, as we learned from David Lindsay. We still, in order to change the terminology, I think the process that we should go through is to have this go through Finance Committee and have this reorganized. The bills for payment, as we found out, is really bills for review, provided that those things that are on what we're currently calling bills for payment are things that fit within the purchasing authority of the business manager per our policy 611 and state code.
Okay, well, because it's this format isn't what we've been talking about. And from what I understand is I'm not obligated to vote on this because of what information was shared. So that's all I can say.
Okay, anybody else have a comment? Okay. All right, I have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed?
Yes.
No, yeah, opposed.
Okay, ayes have it. Motion carries.
Like a motion to accept H2, the library reading report. It's close.
Okay, I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Discussion? Okay, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Okay,
Make a motion to approve H3, the Gopher subscription for the 25-26 school year.
okay. Have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Discussion. Okay, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Next,
To make a motion to approve H4 Windecker contract.
okay, I have a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Discussion? Okay. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Okay,
I move to approve H5 Mill Hall Elementary contract concrete work.
okay. I have a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, discussion? Chris?
The same as with Liberty Curtain. Are we getting a void letter for responsibility on that if we use stuff? If we're putting down a lot of sidewalk by borough code, I want to make sure we don't destroy it and have to replace it in 2 or 3 years. Is it same contractor or?
No, this is not Lobar that's doing it. I think RC Bowman.
Okay,
Now I don't remember. I have to look back at which.
because I'm curious to see if we're gonna get one of those letters also.
And Terry's site work is the LLC
I'm serious.
Okay,
that does it.
that's my question.
Sorry, I don't have an answer for that. We didn't, so it's helpful if you ask the questions ahead of time so we can do some research to get answers for you. I
Mhm.
can't do that in the middle of a meeting.
I kind of got the idea the last time when I asked Sam that this is getting to be pretty standard, that it's whether it means anything, not something else, you know.
In all my years of working with concrete, I have never known anybody to warranty concrete when you put salt on it. In fact, it tells you when you pour a concrete sidewalk, do not use salt. It's kind of, even if you YouTube it, it'll tell you don't use salt. But what else do you do?
Yeah,
So
okay.
these things don't surprise me with this void the warranty. It doesn't surprise me at all because of salt. So that's all I got.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tom.
Yep, thanks, Tom.
Okay, Elizabeth?
That was my question. Did our solicitor review the contract prior to being put on board docs?
Typically, we don't do that with these kind of contracts. So no, I did not ask him to review it.
Okay. Well, that's been my
Okay.
ongoing discussion item is that.
Okay. All right. Well, no further discussion. Let's do a roll call on this.
Mr. Cannon,
Yes.
Mr. Elling,
Yes.
Mr. Johnson,
Yes.
Mr. Knauff, Ms. Lynch,
Yes.
Mr. Scap,
Yep,
Ms. Smith,
Yes.
Dr. Baldino.
Yes.
7 members, yes.
Okay, motion carries. Next up,
I move to approve H6 the Bobcat mower with snow removal capabilities.
okay, have a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, a motion and a second. Discussion? Elizabeth?
Yes, just, Sam did a great presentation, his rationale, I thought was right on point. We deeply appreciated that during the facilities committee meeting. The only question I have, and this is sort of for you, Dr. Redmond, and for Joni. If this is postponed for 30 days until you figure out everything that you need to figure out, because the budget was just passed. I mean, would you feel comfortable just purchasing this now, not knowing, or do you want to just go ahead? Because we all know we need it. I just want to make sure that if it's 30 days, if you want time to look at your budget. So. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so some of that rationale is actually in the meetings there where we offset most of the
Sure.
cost
I just
through
wanna.
municipal sales and that sort of thing. So-
Okay, good. All right, thank you.
All right. No other discussion? Okay. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
Point of order, please.
Yes.
I just, Is this one of those things we should get a roll call vote on because of the amount of money being spent? I've forgotten.
I don't think it's necessary just because of the dollar amount.
I mean, we all voted yes, so it doesn't matter, but you know.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm thinking of complaints in the future.
I don't believe we needed a roll call on.
She says it's a unanimous vote.
yeah, it's a unanimous
Right.
vote, so.
Okay, yeah.
All right, next up.
I move to approve H7, the contract renewal with the gas and
Second.
electric provider.
Okay, have a motion and a second. Discussion?
Gotta have electricity.
Yes, you do, unfortunately. Okay. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, next up is the Mill Hall Elementary. Oh, go ahead, Tracy.
I move to approve H8, all elementary HVAC repairs.
Okay, I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Discussion.
Sam did a good job explaining that, how they're gonna repair it and what they're doing instead of just replacing.
Yes, he did.
They all did a great job.
Okay. All right, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next up.
I move to approve I1, the personnel agenda.
Okay, I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, a motion and a second. Discussion.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Chris.
or Elizabeth had her hand up.
Please, go ahead.
This comes into two places here. Number one, I still disagree. It's not breaking HIPAA law to put a name there instead of employee numbers, because it's just ridiculous that we have it. The whole rest of the report has everybody's name there, not an employee number, and I just disagree with that.
Okay.
And if you combine this one and the next one that we're going to, I still think that we should hold off on hiring people until Dr. Redmond does what he needs to do in number two, because I disagree with hiring somebody and then 2 months down the road saying, sorry, we have to eliminate that position. So I disagree with it.
So if I could call your attention to the executive content, so that delineates one of the, and it explains why we want to look at this. There's some, we're getting recommendations from legal folks as well as other HR professionals around the state to remove the names and provide those names as executive content for the board if you need to know the names of who's being affected by leaves. One of the major concerns around privacy. The thing about HIPAA is connecting a specific person with a specific type of medically related leave. And I understand that that hasn't happened on our agendas. So you're correct, HIPAA doesn't apply in that instance. But there are other security concerns if someone's on leave or on a sabbatical or something like that, and we disclose that to the public, it may make them more vulnerable if they're, for instance, out of town. Now everybody knows they're out of town and that sort of thing. So
We're just saying they're on a sabbatical or a leave of absence doesn't say they're out of town. And I checked school districts around us.
So did I.
Nobody does this.
Yep, so did I.
okay. I'm just, like I said, the recommendation we're getting from legal counsel and HR professionals around the state is this is not something that we're doing. There are some other districts that do this, and it's a recommendation that we move in this direction.
Well, we got told in a letter from you that this was Justin's thing for HIPAA law. HIPAA law.
And as I pointed out, that's when I was connecting the medical leaves, and you're correct. If we're not talking about medical leaves, it's not HIPAA.
Yeah, because we've never said medical leave.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm done.
I'd just like to point out that there's the only employment hiring on this agenda is for support personnel. That's very much needed right now.
Well,
So-
just, if you tie it in with what's coming up next with what Dr. Redmond asked us about, I would say hold off until he sees what we need and where it has to be.
That's a long process. That's gonna be a
Well,
long
That's
process.
gonna be,
And our
that will be a long
support-
time,
Our
Chris.
maintenance and support personnel are very lacking right now and need to be filled.
Yeah, we need to
Yeah.
keep the buildings clean and and for para support, that we need to have folks that are supporting our students with IEPs. It's a federal mandate. We have to have people available to do that.
Okay. Elizabeth?
Oh, thank you. No, thank you, Tracy. That's a good point. I do absolutely right on target. This is, I agree, until we have documented proof from our solicitor that in writing, that we only have the option of removing the names, then I will acquiesce. But until we have that in plain, easy to understand English, that is our only option, I can't approve that. And advanced agrees. This is something I don't understand, and just please let me finish first. What I don't understand is, well, first of all, I fully support professional development. We understand that they have to take certain classes to stay certified. I fully support all of that, professional development. But 7 of the 8 don't have anything listed next to their names. You know, what their current title is or what class they took, and just something to think about. Okay? To me, when I look at this from the outside in, it looks like we're trying to hide some information. I'm not saying you are. I'm not saying you are. But flip the coin. And shouldn't we show their accomplishments? I mean, these are our greatest resources. These folks that show up on these pages. I think to flip the coin and show what they accomplished would be an asset to our school district and to show what they've accomplished. So that's my 3 cents on that one. Thank you.
Okay. All right. With that being said, roll call, please. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Elling,
Yes.
Mr. Johnson,
Yes.
Mr. Knauff, Ms. Lynch,
No.
Mr. Scapp,
No.
Ms. Smith? Yes. Dr. Baldino,
Yes.
Mr. Cannon?
I'm trying. Yes.
Okay,
What did he say?
thank you.
What did he say?
He said yes.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear it. Thank you.
He said, well, first he said, I'm trying.
That's all I
And then,
heard.
and then he said
Okay.
yes.
Thank you.
So.
We're all great technophiles.
The next,
Okay.
I2 is a discussion item. Does that need voted on? It's the staffing requirements. We need to vote to give Dr. Redmond.
Yes, I'm seeking
want
Yeah.
a
Okay.
consensus.
We need,
opinion on the vote.
I make a motion to approve I2, this staffing requirement.
Okay. Have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion and a second discussion. Elizabeth?
Yes, I just, I understand the need. I understand the need, but I still prefer that the board would have been given an option between Dr. Redmond and also a third party to be able to look at this from a different viewpoint.
That's coming.
Okay, I did not know that.
Yeah, that's not, this discussion isn't about that part. It's giving me the permission to conduct a staffing study. And so I will, in the coming weeks, provide the board some information about some options for what that looks like.
Okay.
Dr. Baldino?
I was going to bring this up as new business at the end.
Okay.
It might fit in here if that's okay with
Yeah, go
everybody.
ahead.
Okay. And I apologize. Last week when I gave my report on the conference we went to, I simply forgot to write down in my notes the business about, and Dr. Redmond alluded to it, that we both went to a session on getting a consultant involved to help with this. And it's just what I wanted to bring up again, and I think it's a good idea, and I would, whatever we need to do, if we need to take a vote on that to authorize them to do that, I would move that if we can just do it, do it.
So the way it would come out is so I'm gonna look at that possibility, and depending on what the cost would be, then that would come to the board.
Okay.
It might have to be a public bid because of the cost of it. I'm just trying to, I have a meeting set up next week with one of the providers that might be able to do this work, just to give us an idea of what that might look like.
Good, yeah, and that would satisfy, I think that would satisfy some of Elizabeth's concerns.
You're
so,
absolutely right.
yeah.
Thank you, Bill. That's so,
Okay.
so
Elizabeth?
this is my understanding. Okay, now this is a new ball game. So the school board is making a motion to give the superintendent a directive to investigate options.
To conduct a staffing study
Okay, and then you come back to us with some findings, and then we discuss it again.
with methodologies, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Clarified.
Okay. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? Okay, motion carries.
Make a motion to approve J1 and 2. Student activities and athletics personnel.
Okay, have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Have motion in a second?
Do the funds in that account at the end of the school year roll over to the next year? Or what, do they get washed out or what happens with them? Cause the kids in that do the fundraisers for it. I was just wondering if like 11th grade has money in their account, does it roll over?
Yeah, it stays with that class.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's what I
until they
was
graduate and they can decide on what to do with it.
Okay,
So the money stays with the student.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
that's what I was curious.
that's good.
Yep.
Anything else? Any other discussion? Okay, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay, motion carries.
I have a comment.
Okay, go ahead, Elizabeth.
Thank you. Before we adjourn, I think.
Oh, we got one more thing to do.
Oh, I thought we put them together. I'm so sorry. Okay.
We do.
They were together.
They were together.
Join
That's
these
what,
two.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna have a question before we adjourn.
Okay, all right, that's fine. Go ahead,
Okay.
Elizabeth.
Thank you. To help our friends and family members and to follow the law, I just want to, hopefully we can announce it now, that the swearing in of the new board members will happen the first Monday of the month at 6:30.
The first meeting of the month in the first week of December.
The first Monday of the month.
No, we swear them in the reorganization meeting.
Well, I
So
wanna-
they're officially they're considered part of the board on the first Monday, but that's understood to mean that they get sworn in the first meeting of December, which should take place in the first week. We don't have a special meeting on the first Monday in December.
Can I say something?
And I was just in a seminar with Christine earlier in the week that walked through the procedures for reorganization and when new members get seated. And it's the first week that is taken care of, although they're generally considered to be board members starting the first Monday of December.
Okay, I would have preferred to follow what the legislation says, the first Monday of the month.
Chris?
Per our policy in 004, it says in election years, the term of office for all newly elected, re-elected school directors shall begin on the first Monday in December. In PA 1949, it says that same exact statement. So the state says they need to be sworn in on the first Monday of December. And I had talked to one of the judges and they said, if we do not follow our own policy, that's null and void to do it.
Oh, great.
That's not how PSBA reads it, or how our solicitor, may I finish, please?
PSBA is
May I
not the
finish, please?
local judge.
Correct. And they can be appointed to the board. They can't take the seat and start operating as a board member until they do the oath of office, which they have to do within, may I finish, please? Which they have to do within 10 days of the appointment. So the way that PSBA and the rest of the school districts in the state operate, is they try to get the meeting done in the first week, knowing that they have a 10-day window between the first Monday in December and when they're supposed to take the oath of office.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Would it not be more prudent to do a quick 15, 20-minute meeting on the first Monday per the state law? Give them their computers, let them get signed in, and let them have their computers so that they can kind of fondle their way through it a little bit, so they could have some knowledge, because we could show them where the board docs is, so that on that first meeting they're going to attend, where they have to go through a work session and a voting session in one shot, they'd have a little bit of time to see what's going on, so that they're not coming into a meeting, getting sworn in, and then having to do all this with no knowledge.
One of the things that is also sitting in state law and our policy is sometime between the election and the first meeting, they have to be given a bunch of information about board policies and that sort of thing. So what we had planned for our new members is to try to get them in, get all of their computer work set up, get them acquainted with board docs and so forth, so what they can take the oath of office at the beginning of the reorganization meeting, which is how it's done in every district in the Commonwealth, to take their oath of office. Incoming members take their oath of office at the beginning of the reorganization meeting so that they can take their seats later on in the meeting.
Well, we're not following the law.
We are following the law. I understand.
No, I got it
I
printed
understand that
right
your
here.
interpretation is different than every other lawyer and school district in the Commonwealth, and you're welcome to your opinion on that. That's not how it plays out in the rest of the state.
Well, I know how to read and I know what the law says.
Okay.
Okay.
PA
All right.
1949, section 303 is very set in stone, and our policies are set in stone. So we're breaking the law
It's
and
not
our
true,
own
Chris.
policy.
It's not true, Chris.
Okay. Well, I know what the judge told me.
Okay. I'm
What-
having a conversation.
What is the date of the reorganization meeting?
Thursday, the 4th.
Thursday, the 4th.
You're looking at 3 days, Tom.
That's what I was getting at. We're looking at 3 days. I mean,
And honestly, that's how it's been ever since I've been on the board.
And in every other school district in the state.
So, all right. So, before we adjourn, any of the outgoing board members, do you have anything to say?
I just wanted to say it has been a privilege to serve this board and advocate for our students to get the best public education that they can, and advocate for our faculty and our staff. I've enjoyed working with everyone. I've learned a lot about public education, and I look forward to continuing to advocate for the district from the other side of the table.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. Okay. You gonna say anything, Jeff? I know you're not outgoing, but you know.
Well, I'm not outgoing certainly, but I do want to thank the folks that are going out, Roger, Tracy, Butch. It has been a privilege for me to work with all of them. And these last several years, I really feel that their hearts have been in the right spot, with students in mind as their first priority, as it should be. I think we've accomplished a lot in a lot of areas during that time. And I'm very proud of what's been accomplished. And I know that those folks have been a big part of that, huge part of that. And I wish them, Roger, Tracy, Butch, and also Polly, the very best. I thank you for your service. I think you've done a great job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else have anything to say? Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, I would like to thank Ms. Smith and yourself and Ms. Donahay and Mr. Knauff, who aren't here, for their service. We all know that this involves quite a bit of work, and I appreciate it.
Okay,
Thanks, Bill.
thank you. All
I'm
right,
just gonna tell all of you, enjoy your free time, because you'll have some.
that's a fact.
No.
So I would just like to, I actually wrote down what I wanted to say, because if I didn't, I'd either one, forget something, I'd forget someone, or it just, I'd just be like, duh. So with that being said, just like to let you know that when I joined the Keystone Central School Board 12 years ago, one of our district's greatest challenges at the time was that we didn't have a standardized curriculum. That concern was what led me to run for this seat. And I'm proud to say that over time, we achieved that goal. Along the way, our dedicated teachers taught me what scope and sequence is and what it truly means, how each lesson builds on the next, and how a strong, consistent curriculum is the foundation for student success. I will always be grateful for their patience and the passion in helping me understand what high quality education really looks like from the inside. When I first came onto the board, I was in the minority and I wanted change. It was hard. I had growing pains that frustrated me beyond belief. There were times I wanted to push forward faster than others were willing to go. And there were times when I simply didn't get my way. But those moments taught me valuable lessons: patience, respect, and the importance of collaboration. They reminded me that leadership isn't about always getting what you want. It's about learning, listening, and finding common ground. Over time, we made strong progress. We worked on stabilizing our finances, strengthened our academics, and improved the way we govern. I'm proud of what we've accomplished as a district. But recently I've been reminded of those early frustrations, that sense of urgency, that push for rapid change. I see the same fire in some of our newer board members. Passion is important. It keeps us striving for better, but passion without understanding can quickly turn into division. Lately, we've seen assumptions treated as facts, criticism without knowledge, and disrespect for the process that protect this district. Instead of learning first and then leading, some have chosen to speak first and question later. That is not how effective governance works. So let me be clear about the role of a school board member. It is not to manage teachers, programs, or daily operations. It is not to interfere with the work of trained professionals. Our responsibility is to set policy, approve a budget, and ensure fiscal responsibility from a macro level. Once those decisions are made, the superintendent and his team are tasked with carrying them out. That balance, that trust is essential for a healthy and successful district. Tonight, as I attend my final meeting, I want to take a moment to thank many people who have shaped this journey. Tonight, I want to the community members who placed their trust in me, even through a write-in campaign at the very beginning. Thank you. Your confidence and support have meant everything. To my fellow board members, past and present, thank you for sharing this responsibility. I especially want to recognize Charlie Rosamilia, Deb Smith, Tracy Smith, Jeff Johnston, Butch Knauff, Wayne Koch, Polly Donahay, Bo Miller, Eric Probert, and Greg Strauss. Each of you has challenged, supported, and inspired me, and I've grown because of it. To the superintendents, I've had a privilege of working alongside Dr. Alan Lanakanis, Dr. Jacqueline Martin, Dr. Redmond, and Dr. Randy Zangara. Thank you for your leadership and for modeling what it means to serve students with integrity, courage, and care. I've learned a great deal from each of you. I also want to thank Christina Manning, who served in student services, and Megan Hall, our Director of Curriculum, along with Nick Varelli and Tyler Barth, and the rest of Act 93 leaders. Megan, in particular, has educated me on what a strong curriculum truly looks like. She's taken the time to explain the structure, purpose, and quality behind good instruction, and has always been patient when addressing my questions and concerns. I'm genuinely appreciative of her insight and professionalism. Your collective expertise has shown me how much heart, intelligence, and collaboration go into making a district successful. And to Joni McIntyre, our financial officer, thank you for sharing your deep knowledge of budgeting and finance. You've helped me understand how the numbers tell the story of the district's health. I am grateful for all I learned from you. I also want to thank the IT staff for their incredible work they do behind the scenes. In a world where technology drives so much of education, your expertise keeps our classrooms running and our systems secure. Your dedication goes unnoticed, but it absolutely is essential to the success of this district. I also want to recognize and thank Kurt Lynch, our CTC director, for his leadership and commitment to preparing our students for real-world careers. His dedication and expanding opportunities and strengthening our career and technical programs has made a tremendous impact on this district. I also want to recognize our school police department and resource officers, especially Scott Van Gorder and Todd Bryan, for the care and commitment you show protecting our students and staff every single day. Finally, to our teachers and staff, you are the heart of Keystone Central. You remind me why this work matters: to maintain fiscal responsibility while giving every student the best possible education. Serving on this board has been one of the greatest honors of my life. I've learned, I've stumbled, and grown, but I leave proud of what we've accomplished together. I leave tonight with a full heart, grateful for the lessons, the friendships, the challenges, and the victories. Thank you for trusting me, teaching me, and allowing me to serve. Thank you. I have a motion for adjournment.
I will make that motion.
Adjourned.